I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions. Stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no?
Hello, everyone. Hey, Boots Mama. Hey, Holly. How are you today? Ooh. Someone wants everything to be their way, not the way it is on here. Someone's back, everyone. And she's back to her usual insults, her usual hate speech, calling us all the F word and F lovers and whatever she wants to come up with. Yeah, she's back, Boots. She's back and nasty as ever. So now she's making these accusations against Noodle Mash and Samantha Bree. How dare she? How dare her go over and attack Samantha like that? How dare she? Why? Because she got pinched by YouTube for a TOS violation or two for probably 7 days and couldn't continue her Scream Fest. So then she claims she was in bed crying. Hello, Liz and Drew. Then she decides to say, "Oh, I was in bed crying." Right. We all saw her, some of her videos with her in the park with the ducks. Now that's a bunch of bullshit right there, Mrs. Portland. I'm going to say that right now. She thinks we were born yesterday, everyone, with this whole thing. She thinks we're stupid. She thinks that we'll buy anything she says. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, Tracy, Cheryl, Ariana. Hey, Sailboat. So she decides, okay, let's up the ante as usual. I'm not getting my attention. I'm not getting any attention today. So what can I do to get me some attention? So if Mrs. Portland, if you think after your temper tantrum last night, posting every 30 minutes was going to get us to fire up a live and run over to you, nobody cares. We're not going to drop our good time just because you're having a hissy fit. You got that, Mrs. Portland? We're not going to drop everything because you have an issue and decide to lie about Samantha here. So we're going to real quick examine Mrs. Portland's so-called evidence. Okay, everyone, we're going to debunk Mrs. Portland today. It sure is, Sailboat. It sure is. It sure is out of control. All right, everyone. This is the screenshot. I took a screenshot from her video. And here's clue number one, everyone. Do you see the Esprit in the upper left-hand corner? And when they write Kelly Davenport, do you notice that, everyone? Let's just give everyone a second to compare the handwriting sample. It doesn't match. It looks like it was written by two separate people. So whoever wrote Esprit in the upper left with that smiley face and heart, this is the biggest pile of shit I've seen in a while, everyone. Yeah, she failed, Tracy. Failure. You are a failure, Mrs. Portland. You can't even Hey, Red Door. Oh, yes, I was about to mention that, Liz and Drew. That envelope is upside down. Everyone noticed that one too? It is absurd, Samantha. It is absurd to the point where I have to come up here and point this shit out again. Because there's always going to be those few people that believe for bullshit. And then guess what? Then Noodle Mash gets some more grief, more grief than she usually gets. So the handwriting doesn't match. The envelope is backwards. So we're going to go to the next screenshot here. Now the stamp. This is the magic. The big magic. There's no cancel stamp here. So that didn't come in the mail, Mrs. Portland. Who the hell are you trying to fool? Here. Not any of us. You're not going to fool any of us because we look at this and you'll have squiggly lines across where it's a canceled stamp. If it actually came in the mail to you in the first place. Nope, no postmark either. So I'm going to go back. Okay, the postmark. You see that on the bottom, Wyoming? There is a postmark allegedly from Nashville, Tennessee at the bottom here. but the envelope's upside down. There's no canceled stamp. So what would this tell us? By looking at this. She here's one thing that could have happened. She could have printed one of those letters, one of those emails out online, stuffed it and crumbled the paper up. She could have wrote it herself, or one of the few lunatics that decide to email her, and decide and stuff it. I don't think she even stuffed the envelope, to be honest with you. And then she claims she threw the thing in the fireplace, the envelope in the fireplace, and then took it out of the fireplace. But have you ever seen her videos where she throws something in the fireplace, everyone? It gets burnt to a crisp. Along with all those gifts you sent her and everything. Yeah. So she claims that she first threw it in the fireplace. Then it comes out I couldn't say it better myself, Samantha. If someone did write it to her, she should have reported it to law enforcement immediately, not throw it in the fireplace and then go live about it. This is, and then the two handwriting samples with the let's go back to this where they write her name, and someone who writes Asprey on the envelope. The handwriting samples don't match. So who's telling the truth here? Did she actually throw the envelope in the fireplace and make a fake one? Or or is she lying about throwing it in the fireplace in the first place? Yeah, here's my opinion on it. I don't think anyone would care enough to take the time to send something in the mail to her. Okay, everyone? Absolutely, Lavina. She had absolutely no credibility around here. So why should we even believe her? When the two handwriting samples don't match, there's no canceled stamp. She probably used an old envelope, right? Put a stamp on it. Oh yeah, the lifting the fingerprints. That's another bullshit story too. I don't believe her on that either. They probably file it under B for bullshit or K for Karen. You know, it's yeah, her so-called PPOs, right? And her 10 pounds of paper for her case. Everyone, it's a bunch of garbage. We all have the right to our opinions, correct? We have the right not to believe her. She misquotes the law. We look it up. If we don't know anything, there's something called Google, everybody. So so we're going to look at that so-called, hey, Shan, we're going to take a look at that. Okay, here we go, everybody. Here's a portion of that so-called letter. Okay, what does that look like to everybody? You see it's crumbled up. We can see that she gets angry over nothing, but yeah, it does look fake like as hell, Red Door. Even people that are not experts can see it's fake. The whole envelope is fake. So who is she trying to fool? I don't buy it. I don't buy Samantha would even take care enough to type up a letter, print it out, write her address on an envelope, mail it to her. I don't think she would even give a shit. This is just my opinion on it. She doesn't seem to be that way. Yeah, true, Red Door. Samantha doesn't talk like that. Samantha doesn't talk like that in the first place. So I don't get it. I don't get the connection. Let me play devil's advocate for a moment. Even if it was a legitimate mailing, hypothetically speaking, of course, I would put it over on X's side, Cole Casey, them who just want to keep shit going. They would take the time and effort into doing something to get Mrs. Portland worked up over yeah, true, Grouchy Mama Bear. The second E in Bree is written over the post office lines. Let's show that. Can everyone see that? So that's another clue that this envelope is fake. So we're examining this to show everybody that what she showed is bullshit. Samantha didn't send that. If anything, someone put her name on there to say she did it when she didn't. And I'm going to be completely frank here. Samantha was nice enough. She didn't have to do this. Everybody. She didn't have to share her Cash App and PayPal links before, right, everybody? This was like several months ago. But she was nice enough to do it. It's not something I do. But and then she's treated like this. This is a big slap in the face, everybody. This is a huge slap in the face. Okay, Cheryl, that's a good question. We haven't heard anything in our email boxes about that. Because if I was asked to comment by a news agency, hey, Noodle would comment, I would comment. So many people would comment with proof of her uttering her hate speech rants, her wishing death on children. Oh, yeah, if they want something sensational, we will give it to them. This could work both ways. Absolutely, Boots Mama. That it is a good warning to anyone who might want to share out her PayPal. Holly, she could go to the library, absolutely, or the neighbors or something. But here's the thing about that. The library has rules. You can't download anything on the computers. You probably can't live stream from them. There's a limit on what you can do at a library. Because I think they view live streaming on a public computer disruptive. I'm just saying. But this is Kelly Davenport here. She thinks the rules don't apply to her because she's disabled. Which, hey, they apply to everybody, regardless if you're in a wheelchair, regardless if you're on medication, regardless, they apply to Noodle too. TOS applies to everybody. Yeah, I remember that, Samantha. And then she decides to say, "You need a beating." Excuse me? What the hell is wrong with her? Don't answer that. We all know there's something wrong with her, but it's no excuse for what she's doing. We all tried. Yeah, the judge said her disabilities, mental and physical, are no excuse for her behavior, and it's the truth. She's not legally insane, according to the law. And she thinks, oh, violate the order. This is just a theory of mine. I think she thinks, oh, violate the order. Oh, just plead insane. Use my disabilities as a crutch, but it doesn't work that way. It really is, Sailboat. It's overwhelmingly toxic. So I started getting notified of her behavior during what's his Sirens karaoke last night. And I'm saying she's not gonna ruin my good time. Right? I'm not gonna drop everything just to address address her. I'm not gonna push the live button because she's having a meltdown. Right? It's funny because nobody addressed her. You're right, Red Door. Disabilities do not prevent people from going to jail. Why don't these people get it? Yeah, it is rare for someone to be found insane. Yeah, nobody cares, Samantha, that she was gone. That's the thing that Mrs. Portland doesn't get. Nobody cared she was gone. Nobody cares. Nobody cares she was gone. Nobody bothered her. Here's the thing. Nobody talked. Here's Noodle's point on her live. We didn't crank up a live and talk about her being gone. We didn't have a party. We didn't antagonize her while she was gone. We ignored her. And we hello Dorothy. We ignored her. But she didn't quite like that too much. She wanted attention. So she had a when her probably her 7 days was up, she posted pictures of her in the park with her ducks, feeding ducks or whatever the issue is. And then the next day she went on her little temper tantrum. And the thing that I found was chilling was when she was addressing Samantha and Noodle was she kept repeating, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. That part was chilling. So much hate coming from her. Yeah, it was spine chilling. It was chilling. The hatred coming from her. We're not bullying her one bit. We correct her lies. That's what I do, at least. I correct her lies, give her a little advice. We're not, or a message. We're not gonna put up with this or that. A response, and we let it go. But she, if you disagree with her, it's a hate attack. It's a hate attack. Yeah, we don't hate her. She just annoys the hell out of us sometimes. And then people fill her mind with all this shit, and it like goes off from there. Love you, sailboat. Take care. Yeah, it's not that we hate you, Mrs. Portland. It's not. We're not going to hold you by the hand or run to you every time you have a temper tantrum, and we're not going to endorse your bad behavior. So, yeah, we're just not going to drop everything because Mrs. Portland is having a hard time, and we're just not going to listen. But I'm going to tell if Mrs. Portland is listening, if someone does come over to for a minute or two, this is what people are doing. They're downloading her video for evidence. Okay, Mrs. Portland? They're downloading it for evidence in case you do something and it needs to be used. Okay? That's the only thing you're accomplishing by going off like this. You have your comments turned off, you do a dirty delete, and look what happened to you. You ended up getting you have a restraining order against you for life, and you just alienate everybody on here. You see that, Mrs. Portland? I'm telling you the truth. So if you came on here to sit there and make to be outrageous as possible, to misbehave, to give so-called trash entertainment so people will donate to you, try to guilt them into donating to you. And now that people are not donating to you, and now you're very, very upset about that. You're wasting your time over here, Mrs. Portland. We're not going to fill your Cash App. We're not going to fill your PayPal. No matter what you do or what you say. I think 98, 99% of us are done with you. You might have a few like Shih Tzu Lover or Colt Casey or whoever will sit there and stir the pot. That's about all. And Noodle Mash actually mentioned the part where you want to be part of the gang or something. Yeah, I believe that. But as long as they're going along with your agenda, fighting your battles for you, sharing your PayPal and Cash App links for you. But if they're not dropping everything for you to defend you and everything, you go ballistic. And that's not a friend. I'm just going to say this right here and now. "100% correct, Tracy. This is why I believe it's more of a grifting thing on here and somewhat of an act. Some of it's real, and we're all catching on to this, Tracy. Because didn't Mrs. Portland actually mention in one of her videos that now because she's not getting any donations, she's put Walter to work acting like a bum on the street, and he actually made $400 one day? Isn't that chilling? A chilling comment coming from her? Yeah. And just like Tracy said, her husband is enabling and co-signing this. So he dresses up like a bum and goes out on the street panhandling. You heard me, Boots Mama. She said that on one of her videos. So she's trying to guilt everyone that's not donating to her that she has to send her husband out to panhandle. And she claims that he made $400 or something. Yeah, it's like I totally understand that, Tracy. She says she's going to harm herself, and then her husband's in the background, and he never does anything about it. So, yeah, it's all for a sympathy trip. Okay, she was using her full name, the one in the envelope, Spirit. That was yesterday, but I think she changed it. You see, Samantha. You see, Samantha's good. She's gonna need more than $400 if she doesn't stop attacking people. And if you want to sit there and threaten me with harm, Mrs. Portland, with physical harm, I will take you to court, and it isn't going to cost me a dime. So if you think that's a threat, no, it's a promise. I don't want to have you arrested, but if you do that, if you do some of the same things, yeah. So we're gonna move on from this trashy little imbecile. And has anyone here of Bullhorn Betty getting in trouble? Yeah, she's now in trouble for live streaming a court proceeding illegally. Or she's on the, yeah. I don't know too much about that, but she's getting worse and worse, everybody. Yeah, none of us can stand Bullhorn Betty. She sits there with a bullhorn, starts fights, protests at people's homes, and now she pulls this, and it's like, there's something mentally wrong with that woman. She thinks, yeah, the West trial boots. Thank you for reminding me. It's like, does she actually want to cause a mistrial or something? Does Bullhorn Betty want to cause a mistrial or want to get the defendant off or something? Because she never solved a case. She never got by going on the street protesting. She goes over, she thinks she has a theory. Yup, Wyoming. She thinks she knows more than the law does. And she thinks she knows the law and the Constitution. And she doesn't. And this just it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. This is you you have no permission to have cameras in the courtroom, and you sneak in a recording device to record the trial. And then Molly Golightly joins her to cause a fuss. Oh, that was a spectacle. That was a joke. I just have to speak out about that because then she complains, oh, my constitutional rights are being violated. Oh, if she keeps it up, Holly, she will go to prison. It's just a matter of time. You know, it's with some of these people, and we all learned a week or two ago that no one's untouchable on here. Molly went down. She lost her YouTube channel, and now she's probably reaching out to people to go on panel because she's banned. Yeah, because she decides, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm gonna go bash her because she's transgender. Oh, I'm gonna go after this person because I don't like them. So I'm gonna lie about them. Oh, yikes. They're gonna make a mockery out of that one too. Again? Boots Mama? Hey, socket. Yeah, and people donate to her to watch the drama unfold. It's like trash TV. I don't get it, everyone. She never cracked a case. She never caused law enforcement to work any harder or any faster, or the district attorney. Because here's the thing: the Constitution says that the prosecutor has to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Right, everybody? Everybody knows that, what the state's burden is in these cases. It doesn't matter what Bullhorn Betty thinks. And yes, we all know that the police, all they need is probable cause to arrest somebody. But then the district attorney wants more evidence. They want to make their case right. They want to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt or bring it to a court. So if the police make an arrest, the district attorney always has the right to decline to prosecute. So Bullhorn Betty doesn't make anything go along any faster. She doesn't get anyone to so-called confess to their crimes. She's just there to make a big buck. Right, everybody? Some people are going to disagree with me on this, but hey. Some people are going to disagree. Oh, they love Bullhorn Betty. She's the greatest. She does good work. Blah, blah, blah. So I was watching Voices stream, and I thought nobody can get worse than Mrs. Portland and MKB in the scamming department, or Natasha Cooper. Guess we have another scammer in this community, everybody. Or I never heard of this person before. I never heard of her. A lot of people haven't heard of this woman. So let's so Paloma unstuck, or she went under Paloma Unhinged when they did a community call out stream. Was calling out let me get her full name. Bombed or something. Oh, let me see. Okay, bombshell. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I misspoke first, but okay. So the scammer's name is Bombshell. Okay, Paloma was exposing her the other day. So just looking at my notes real quick, and what happened was Bombshell was claiming, oh, I need my rent paid. I need my utilities paid. Yeah, I don't either, Wyoming. I don't know these people. I don't know much about them. But when I was looking at the receipts of the donations, it totaled over $5,000. And I was like, whoa. Can I borrow some money? I'll pay you back with my YouTube earnings. Right? Everybody? Sounds so familiar. I need my power bill paid. MKB, try that one, right? So people started picking up on the red flags. You know, the people who donated to this bombshell bitch. And so they oh, okay, you know Samantha. You know who this girl is. All right, Samantha. So I guess one person in chat knows who I'm talking about. So this is a statement made by Paloma. She wanted me to put this in. So she used to she made up excuse after excuse. It's tragedy after tragedy. She sad fished everybody, and when people who donated, so the people contacted Bombshell asking for receipts on, can you show me receipts on how the money was spent? Did it go towards your rent? Did it go towards your power bill? Did it go towards this? They got either no response or something like that. They never showed. Bombshell never showed. She refused to show receipts to where the money went. So she suckered people over $5,000. And this is just a preliminary count, everybody. It's probably over $5,000. So I'm going to play a video of Aloma's receipts here. So hold on, everybody. All right. Hey, Robin. Yup. My utilities are off. I'm going to get evicted. She supposedly got evicted more than once. I need to pay my power bills. I'll pay it back. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Megan May. Welcome. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to play the receipt. So here's Bombshell. Everyone. So she's asking for help for her rent, and she's being evicted again for her rent. See, everybody? So the salty girl sent her $300 for her rent. So let's go back a little bit here. Hey, babe, you got a minute? You see how she's doing this? She's sad fishing, everybody. It's all sad fishing, everybody. So she's saying now that she's trying to sell her furniture now. So she's getting okay. So let's dissect this comment by Bombshell. I need some help until I can sell this furniture. I wrote a check for my rent and it bounced. So people are sending her donations for her rent, and she wrote a check for her. She wrote a check and it bounced. Huh? Now she's $300 short, and she has a late fee. Huh? Really, Bombshell? This is This is one thing that doesn't make sense, and I'm calling it bullshit. Okay, everybody. Now she's offering right here. Can you help me? And I'll pay it back. And I'll say it right here. People was claiming in Aloma's chat that she never paid them back 1 cent. Yeah, MKB vibes. Right, everybody? See, more sad fishing and everything. What did she say? The no eviction? No, she's not blocked. Can someone put money on my PayPal to pay my electric bill? It's negative $49. It's about to be turned off. This sounds like MKB now. So she's saying she'll give it right back. And this is in July of last year. Okay. So now she's claiming no eviction. She's not getting evicted this time. So I got evicted Tuesday. Oh, wow. Just a mess. She's contradicting herself now. So now she's claiming the state's slow to help her. Okay. Hmm. Look at all these generous people willing to help her. So all these in these screenshots was added up to $5,300, but she probably was she probably scammed more money out of people. I'm sure of it. True, Robin. I'm just making I'm just advising everyone to, if you see this girl, she's another MKB, so this is a public advisory, so yeah, this is another MKB, so true, Wyoming. We need to know who these people are and stay far, far away from them. Oh, here's another $300. Whoa. Yeah, I haven't heard of her either, Maggie May, until a few days ago, and I was asking questions and everything, and it was like, whoa. You know, it's nope, Beatlemaniac. None of these people got their money back. None of these generous people got their money back. They were not shown receipts to where this money actually, where the money was actually going, to where it was supposed to be going. You see, all these people are sending money, and yeah, it is horrible. So see, now here's more donations, $50, $300, $150. Oh, here's another one, another $100 donation. Yeah, it's so wrong. Didn't Bombshell think people would catch on eventually to this? So if Bombshell isn't scamming anyone, why doesn't she just show that it went for her rent, it went for her utility bills? It's that simple, everybody. Now here's Bombshell super chats. See, everybody? She puts up a sob story about her getting evicted. She's going to get her power turned off. And look at all these donations coming in. Hey, Marie 21. Okay, now here comes the doxing from her. So, so Bombshell is also a doxer. So she decided to dox Voloma. So Voloma decided, hey, I'm not putting up with that. So she decided, hey, I'm going to put in a privacy violation, everybody. So here's the receipt for privacy violation put in. So here we go.
Yep, Voloma is a hateful ass person. You're right, she is. And then playing all those videos of her son and everybody crying and stuff. I'm like, fucking please, man. What? Yeah, she does want the attention. She's trying to grow her channel and get it to 1,000, CJ, because she's been over there whomping for damn near a year and can't get 1,000 people. I wonder why. And then they came over and said, why did you talk about Voloma's son? I didn't talk about Voloma's son at all. But she's going to dig up when my parents died and then make troll names of my parents, is what she said.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Bombshell is going after Voloma because she asked for proof of where all this money was going, and she has every right to, because she was one of them who donated to Bombshell, and so she decides to pull this shit. I don't know Voloma. I don't know everything that's going on here, but
that's what she said.
I don't know what they're thinking is happening, but you're just trying
here
to
are some of the comments.
You've been trying to do. You've had people come to you and say, hey, I'd love to help you. And they took advantage of you, honestly. They knew you were in a dire spot. Of course, you're not going to say no. And then they use that to throw it back in your face later. So all it tells me is that they were just using you to get clout and making you feel worse than you already feel.
Well,
because that's what they do. They throw a
So now
couple
they're
balls at you,
now
10
some
or
of these
whatever,
people,
and then they
these
wanna go, "Look, I made
Sims
money
are
here. Sad
defending
me. I
Bombshell.
feel horrible for being in a bad spot." It don't make no sense. But
I haven't asked anybody for a dime. Nothing.
So see,
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. Paloma, you're a non-factor. I literally just shoved your fucking own email down your fucking throat, bitch. Paloma with these sad old goddamn text. Paloma is just straight. I guess she said she gonna run over me with a car, with her truck. She was gonna skin my head. What else did she say? I can't remember. It's been so much over there. But this is a woman grieving, okay? Scalping and skinning. Yeah, scalping and skinning me. That's right. You know, I understand that your child passed a few years ago. But why are you sad fishing with him? Why do you continue to do that? Valoma's been saying you disrespected her dead kid, and it annoyed me so badly, as I know I've never done that. Why would I ever do that? 100%. You're exactly right.
You're not going to get none of that.
She sure is.
these
Exactly,
people don't
Heather.
get the
And that's what I don't
point. It doesn't matter if Paloma is a tragedy pimp or not. You're deflecting from the real point here. Bombshell is scamming people out of their money, separating them from it. So if Paloma was a tragedy pimp, that's a separate issue altogether. So Bombshell is trying to say, trying to spread, she's a tragedy pimp. Trying to avoid responsibility for her own actions. Yep, do your own research before calling someone a liar. Yep. Wyoming. It's a sad fish and then dox the people who helped you, and you can't even show receipts you refuse to show receipts that the money went where it was supposed to go. So there we go. Yeah, I had no idea who these two people were until I saw Voices did her live. So I had to do a little research myself, ask some hard questions myself. So if all Bombshell had to do was hand out, okay, this is where my power bill was paid. This is where I paid my landlord. Not just put lines in a word processor and say, here you go. actual payment information. Oh, some of these people are idiots. I swear on here. So another big mouth wants attention. Everybody. AJ, everybody. She decided to tag me several days ago, and she decided to post this hypocritical community post. Everybody. Adults who cannot agree on what happened in their fallout should be able to agree to disagree and move on. Moving on means stop repeating, stop slandering, stop bringing the person up, stop spreading your perceived narrative. If a person constantly brings up a person and bashes them and speaks negatively on another, the person has every right to defend themselves and speak on the matter. If you wanted to stop, then stop running your mouth. It's very simple. AJ, you're the biggest offender on this bullshit. You went real life on Save Robbie. You couldn't prove your allegations. You even lied on court documents. And you sit there whining. And you sit here saying this. I actually agree with the statement. And now you say this? Why don't you shut the fuck up, AJ? Really? Why don't you shut up? And people wouldn't even respond to your skanky ass. Okay, AJ? Nobody really gives a crap about you. All right, you lied so many times. It's everything's Robbie's fault. Everything's Siren's fault. It's everyone else's fault but yours. Now here's the next. So she posts this nifty little post, a poll, and 61% want AJ to delete her channel. We're still waiting, AJ. And does anyone remember when she says anyone that goes real life should get the hell off of YouTube? Anyone remember that community post? I asked her when she was getting off because she went real life on Robbie, lied on court documents, lied. Anyone remember that? I'm going to reiterate that same question, AJ. When are you getting off this platform? Now you're deciding to take digs at Kim and Grifting. You're nobody to talk, AJ. You can sit there and tag me with your little posts and then delete them. Okay, honey? We don't care about you. You can see in this post, 61% of people want you to delete your channel. Nope, nobody buys the fact that you handed over your channel, your Crime Vault channel. Okay, now you claim it's your twin sister. Big hoopy hoop hoo-ha. All right? So why don't you practice what you preach here, AJ? Because no one's taking you seriously. Samantha's not taking you seriously. I'm sure Wyoming Adventures doesn't take you seriously. None of us take you seriously. We don't even take that kangaroo seriously. Okay? So why do we even bother with your these narratives and these so-called conspiracy theories? And we don't care. And then you have the nerve to try to strike fear by broadcasting your visit to Vegas. I don't really care if it was pre-planned. A pre-planned family trip, as you claim, or you decided to follow Robbie there. I don't really care. But you used that. You took advantage of Robbie getting married, and you tried to strike fear. And then you take a photo of the hotel you're staying at, which happened to be like, what was it, across the street or something from Robbie's. You take advantage of the situation just to cause fear and panic. Yeah, there's something mentally wrong with you, AJ. I hope you get a see a good psychiatrist or something, because especially after that, you really are obsessed. Yeah, it is stalking. Doesn't matter if it's pre-planned. But once she goes to YouTube or goes to the community post and starts posting pictures, I'm in Vegas, everybody. I'm about to end anyway, Samantha. I just wanted to get this yeah, there's something seriously wrong with these people. It's just oh. All right. So Jamie's going live in a minute or so. So I'm going to let you go. So thank you for coming. And until next time. Goodbye, everybody.